There are a lot of unique weapons hidden in Avowed, so in this video I will be showing you where to get 10 amazing unique weapons. But first, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos just like this one, subscribe to this channel. Now the first weapon on the list will come from an optional side quest in Paradise, which will be the Dawn Treader side quest. This side quest will be given to you by Ofric, who will be right here on the map. Now the Dawn Treader side quest will send you to a cave to find an expedition team, but once you get there you will meet the Oracle and he will change how you have to finish this quest. Once you meet him you will need to do the first few optional objectives until you bring him back the shard. Then after that you will need to make sure that you kill the Oracle, and on his body you will find the last Light of Day unique sword. This is a very powerful unique weapon due to its high base damage and the 2 perks on it, which will make it deal 10% bonus fire damage per swing, and it will heal you for 3% of your health every time you kill an enemy. It is a very strong weapon, and being able to heal yourself every time you kill an enemy will help you boost your survivability. The next unique weapon can actually be found near where you will go for that Dawn Treader side quest, so just head to this location on your map. When you get here, you will find the world boss Octave and a small group of bandits. Now during the early game this can be kind of a challenging fight, but you will only need to kill Octave to get his unique weapon, so I suggest trying to lure him away from the other bandits to make the fight a lot easier. And once Octave is dead you can loot the Sheathed in Summer unique dagger off of his body. This is a very strong dagger and it might be one of the best weapons that you will find during the early game. It will have a base damage of 20 and it will have a 9% chance to crit, and the 2 perks on this weapon make it do more fire damage when you use it to do a full combo attack, and each hit will deal 10% bonus fire damage. To get the next weapon on the list, head over to this location on the map. When you get here you will find an ancient memory, and after you interact with it you will see a short cutscene. Then after that you can turn around and you will find the Drawn in Winter unique axe in the middle of the water. Now the Drawn in Winter unique axe is another very good weapon, and you can get it pretty much right away and it will drop as a level 2 fine quality weapon. It will have a base damage of 54, and the 2 perks on this weapon will make hits done with this weapon deal 10% bonus frost damage, and when you hit an enemy with a power attack, that enemy will explode and deal frost damage to all other nearby enemies. To get the next weapon, you will need to head to this location on your map in the Emerald Stairs zone. When you get here, you will find this skeleton NPC with another skeleton sitting in a chair. Interact with that skeleton in the chair to start a trial. Now during this, a lot of skeleton enemies will spawn around you, but if you defeat all of them, you can return to that skeleton sitting in the chair to get the unique Horse Cutter sword. This is a very powerful 2-handed melee weapon that will have a base damage of 135, and it will do 140 stun. The perks on this weapon will make it do a lot of extra stun damage when you do a full combo attack, and each hit will do 10% bonus bleed damage. So as you can see, the Horse Cutter is an amazing unique weapon and it's very easy to get. The next unique weapon on the list will come from an early side quest in the Emerald Stairs zone, which you can start right here on your map. Now this is a pretty straightforward side quest that shouldn't take you too long, but at the end of it you will be given the one last trick unique musket. Now this is another very strong weapon and it will be one of the hardest hitting weapons that you will find this early on in the game. It will have a base damage of 205 and it will do 196 stun. The perks on this weapon will make bullets fired from this musket bounce off of your target and hit one nearby enemy, which will do a lot of damage to them. And the second perk will make you reload this weapon faster. So it will have an extremely high damage output, it will reload faster, and each shot will hit 2 enemies. The next unique weapon will come from a vendor in the town in Emerald Stairs, which will be right here on the map. This vendor will be selling the Minoleta's Conduit unique wand. Now I'm pretty sure that there are only 3 unique wands in Avowed, and the Minoleta's Conduit will be the first one that will become available to you. But it is still pretty good and it will have a decent base damage, and the perks on it will increase your attack damage by 5% and increase your maximum range by 30%, and each hit will deal 10% bonus shock damage. To get the next weapon, you will need to go to this location on your map in the Shatterscarp zone. And here you will be looking for this body that will have a sword sticking out of it, and this will be the Emperor's Reach unique one-handed sword. This is a pretty good one-handed sword and it will have a good starting base damage, and it will do a lot of stun. And the perks on it will increase your attack damage and movement speed by 10% when you kill an enemy, and special attacks will stun all nearby Kith enemies, which will be very helpful. Next up, you will want to travel to this location on the map, then follow where I go on screen now. And here you will find the Hell's Tongue unique two-handed sword. This is an amazing weapon that will have a starting damage of 149, and it will do 140 stun. And the perks on this weapon will make your power attack kills restore 10% of your maximum essence, and it will do an extra 10% bonus fire damage if your target is above 50% health, or a bonus 10% frost damage if the enemy is below 50% health. The last 2 unique weapons will be found in the Galwain's Tusk area. First head to this location here, then follow where I go on screen now to find this secret chest. And here you will find the Magic Mistle unique pistol. This is a strong and very fun to use weapon. It will have a high starting damage and it will do a lot of stun damage, but the perks on it will make it even better. The first perk will make power attacks deal very high stun damage, and the second perk will make bullets fired from this pistol automatically seek out enemies and hit them in their weak point, which makes this weapon very easy to use and it will do a ton of damage. And the high stun damage on it will let you get off a lot of high damage dealing stun attacks on bosses. And the final weapon on this list can actually be found nearby at this location on your map. Here you will find an ancient memory, and behind it you will find the Shida Lasubi unique axe hidden in this tree. This is another good one-handed melee weapon that will do some good damage, but it will also do a ton of shock damage due to the 2 perks on it, which will make full combo attacks deal low shock damage to all nearby enemies, and each hit will do an extra 10% shock damage. And those are 10 unique weapons that you don't want to miss in Avowed, but I would love to know which of these are your favorites in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you for watching.